Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Weston Racing, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at more dollar store monster trucks. Man, oh man, we have been going absolutely nuts with this series recently. I cannot believe that episode 3 of the dollar store monster trucks, they're that awesome. Anyway, yeah, so we're looking at dollar store monster trucks today. All 6 of the trucks that we're looking at today were sent in by my grandparents, so thank you guys for that. That was, I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, like I said, we're looking at 6 today. The numbers are always inconsistent in this series. Like, of course, the first one we did was 2 monster trucks and 2 ATVs. Episode 2 was 3 monster trucks. This video is going to be 6 monster trucks, and then episode 4, which has already been slated, is 2 monster trucks and ATVs, back to the huge. Anyway, here we are with the Turbo Wheels monster trucks. These ones are actually got the vintage packaging, which looks pretty cool. And yeah, so kind of getting right into things here. We're gonna start with X-Motion. Yeah, just X-Motion, which is in the SUV style body. Also, before we start, I'd like to say Happy Easter to everybody. Hope you all are having a good time, because that's when I'm recording this video. And today I'm gonna be bulk recording a crap ton of videos just to get stuff out of the way. So yeah, more on that in the future. You will see. So if I upload a video that doesn't, where I don't mention a holiday, just know, sorry, you know, I've been bulk recording. Anyway, it's Easter. Let's get this first vehicle open. This is X-Motion. See if I can remember how to open these. Should be pretty much habitual at this point, because I have done quite a few of these. So what you do is you fold that like that. You undo this on the bottom, and then when you do, you just pull. And that's how you get your truck out. Well, you gotta undo the wheels first, like that. You gotta go like that. I forgot how difficult it was to get these out of the packaging. So there's X-Motion. All right. Get all this garbage out of here. All right, here is X-Motion. Here's what he looks like. How cool is that? All right. So let's bring it up close to the camera so you guys can see. Here's what it looks like. We got a red chassis, green body. As you can see, we got the cop lights on top. X-Motion Super Racing written on the side there with pinstriping and flames going up in red, which looks super cool. You got the zoomies with the engine there, which looks super cool. This side is exactly the same. You got black tires with silver rims and silver printing for the Express Wheels 4x4 tires. The top has the pinstriping on it as well, which looks super duper neat. Here's the front end with that ram bar, and then here is the back end. Here's the back end with the back as well. Yeah, so here's X-Motion to kick things off. Super duper cool. Like I said, I always like to collect these, because if I ever decide to do like mud bogging, like stop motion mud bogging, or like a simple monster truck kind of thing, then these will come in handy for that, for sure. So yeah, there's X-Motion. Here's the turntable. Alrighty, next up we have Team Racing. Now this one's kind of important, and I'll show you why once we get it out of the package. But anyway, here we go. Let's get this thing out. Like I said, this one is somewhat important, and there's a good reason why. If you watched the last episode of Dollar Store Monster Trucks, you'll know why. If you haven't, then you're about to find out. So let's get Team Racing out of here. That. Let's get these off the tires. One of the #1 things I dislike about the packaging for these is the way that they put the wire around the tires to hold the truck down. It is super duper annoying and hard to get off. Eventually you can get it off just like that. Throw the box and all of its excess parts down here. Anyway, Team Racing, here it is. Now, the reason why this one's important is because, if, like I said, if you watch the last dollar store monster trucks, there was another Team Racing. So I want to compare the two to see how different they are, because they've made this truck before, as you can see here. Very different though, as you can see. The body style is exactly the same. However, like the tires, just look at the stance on these trucks. It is very, very different. This one is old. Like I still lived in Oregon when I had this truck, and that was, 4 years ago. So that's, yeah. But other than that, the paint is pretty much exactly the same. This is a darker orange, I've noticed. Pinstriping is the same. You've got the Team Racing written on the side there, with the top on the back, which is the same on the other truck. Exactly the same. The windows are blue as well, which I did notice that the chassis is slightly different. If you look, the motor is a bit different. Still says express wheels 4x4, but this one has the retro tires. Back end there, which looks super cool. If we look at the top, this is where the first difference kind of like really sticks out. It says Team Racing on the top. The old version has pinstriping around the Team Racing logo on the top. This one does not. Also, the front end is completely blank. The old version has grill printing and a bumper, whereas this one doesn't. And the back end of this one looks exactly the same as the other one, as you can see there with the bumper on the back there, which looks super cool. So yeah, that is the new Team Racing, and I'll put the old Team Racing in frame as well so you guys can compare them just at a glance. So yeah, that is the new Team Racing. Here is the turntable. Alrighty, next up we have Dragon. This one's really interesting because it is a car, but it is a different style of car. It's not the same as the one we already looked at. So let's get it out of the package. Let's pop that sucker open, get the back out of there. It's just going to cause problems anyway, so let's get the wire undone. Wire undone, stick that up like that, and then undo the wire on the tires. I'm sure this is fun to listen to. There's the truck, and then we'll get all of this out of there. Oh right, there's that cardboard insert. I don't know why those pop up. I have like 5 of those on my table right now. Okay, so here's Dragon. Like I said, a different style of car. If we look, it does have the same blue windows as all the other trucks do. This one is yellow with a green chassis, which looks super cool. I love the way that looks. We got the motor mount here, but as you can see, there's a pinstriped dragon down the side of the vehicle. Says Dragon there, and a Chinese symbol, which I would assume says Dragon. I don't know. I don't speak Chinese. If you look at this side, it is exactly the same, just mirrored. The Chinese symbol, however, is not mirrored, which would make sense. I wanted to check and make sure they didn't mirror it, because that would have been weird. If you look on the top, you got the pinstriped dragon as well. And then if you look at the front, you've got the different setup. As you can see, here's Team Racing back into screen. It is 2 different style of car. You've also got a airflow opening right there. And here's the back end as well. So that is Dragon, a very interesting one. The colors, in my opinion, don't work on that one. I don't think the green and yellow, the shades of green and yellow match very well. But the paint scheme itself is actually really neat. But again, complaining about things like paint color and whatnot with a dollar store car is kind of stupid, because it is a dollar store vehicle. So yeah, I don't know, that's just my opinion on it. I know they wouldn't change anything, but that is my opinion. Can we get a quick backflip? Dang. All right, here's turntable. Okay, next up we have Speed. This one's pretty cool. Our only, we had our only SUV to start things off, and this is our only pickup truck in today's video. So yeah, who'd have thought we would have had more actual trucks, but I guess not. So That's whatever. I really don't care though. I just need stuff to make videos out of. So I'm gonna tear this apart real quick and get the truck out, and then we'll get right into the review. Again, happy Easter to everybody who is watching this. I know the day I'm recording this is the day of Easter. However, you guys are seeing this the Monday after, so that's problematic scheduling wise, but who cares? Anyway, here is Speed. This one is awesome. I love the candy apple green. I think that looks absolutely amazing. Got the red roll cage as well, or the red chassis and roll cage, which looks really cool. And the suspension setup there and the zoomies as well, which looks super duper cool. As you can see, the paint job has some striping with some checkered on there. It says Speed on the back as well. Same thing on this side, just mirrored. Oh, the number 12. I didn't catch that on the first side, but if you can see it, the number 12, I think that's the number 12. Yeah, the number 12 is visible underneath the zoomies there. It's really hard to see. The top of the truck really doesn't feature anything except the wiper wells. Here's the front with that giant ram bar, which looks super duper cool. And then the back with that other bumper with the lights and everything. And as you can see, we've also got the headache rack in the back with the opening. See, I don't know why that opening is there. It's kind of strange, but yeah, you can stick your finger through it and whatnot. It's kind of weird that opening's back there, but I don't know. Anyway, that is Speed. Let's see if we can get another. Let's see. Dragon didn't do a good backflip. Let's see if we can get a backflip out of this guy. Oh man, that was terrible. Hold on. Backflip. Nope. One more try. Nope. All right. Turntable here. No. All right, next up we have RX Racer. RX Racer, that is an interesting name. Yeah, all right, so the next one's called RX Racer. It is the race car style body. So let's get her out of here. Let me do that, and then I'll pull her off screen so I can get in here with my fingies and rip this sucker out of the packaging. Like a man would, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. All right. Pull that out of there. Gimme. All right. Okay. And then we unravel this. There we go. All right. There's RX. I like this one. I like the design of this one. I won't lie. All right. So, orange chassis. This time, as you can see, we've got a white body, which looks super neat. It's got the RX logo there, and the diamond says Racer as well. There's also a little orange dot right there. I don't know what that's all about. It also says Active on the back. Got the checkered flag here, and you've got a black arrow right there, which looks super cool. You also got checkered flag in the diamond there on the side. This side is exactly the same, just mirrored, so we're not gonna spend too much time on it. Blue windows, again, as they all have. The top does have RX Racer on it in orange this time, and a white diamond, which looks super duper cool. Here's the front end. Got that race car style with the hood opening, which looks super duper neat. And here is the back end. So yeah, there's RX. Arguably one of my favorites out of all 6 of these. I still think X-Motion might be my overall favorite, but RX here is a close second. I really do like this one. I love the look of it. It is it kind of reminds me of like a retro 80s monster truck. So I think that's cool. Always love the ones that remind you of like the vintage monster trucks. Can I get one singular backflip, please? Nope. All right. Here's the turntable for RX. And now it is time for the final truck we're looking at today, which is Power Zone Champion with the coupe style body. So we got 1 SUV, 2 coupes, 2 race cars, and 1 pickup truck style today, which is super cool. I always love how they change it up every now and again to give us something different. Because if they repeated the same style over and over and over again, it would just get boring. So I'm glad that they changed it up, and I really appreciate that out of a cheap monster truck company. Changing up the bodies and whatnot. That's super duper neat. Anyway, here is Power Zone Champion. It is a beautiful shade of blue. Matches the windows perfectly. Power Zone Champion, as you can see, is written in green, and it's got these like green and white waves going across the body, which looks super duper cool. I love the way that looks. Also, you gotta love this medicine green style body there. I can't even, or chassis. I can't even tell you what color that is. Here's the other side. It is the exact mirror, nothing to see. And then it does say Power Zone on the top. I actually used to have a retro version of this exact monster truck, but I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. Like, I lost it a long time ago. I haven't seen it for a few years. And then here is the front end and the back end with that coupe style. Let's end off the video strong. Here we go. Can we get the backflip? Nope. We'll give it 2 more valiant tries. Here's the backflip. Nope, that's a nose wheelie. Backflip. There it is. Got it. All right. Here's the turntable for Power Zone Champ. Well, everybody, there you go. There are the $6 store monster trucks that we went over today all together in a row. If my camera could zoom out further, then you'd be able to see them all, but sadly it can't get all of the detail, but you're not really missing all that much. So yeah, just kind of running back down the line from left to right, we have X-Motion, Team Racing, Dragon, Speed, RX Racer, and Power Zone Champion are the names of these vehicles here. They're pretty cool names. Like, well, some of them are. Like, Team Racer isn't exactly a name I would go for. Dragon's kind of basic, and you know, they already got a Monster Jam truck that's named after that. But like, some of the names like RX Racer, Power Zone Champion, and X-Motion sound like real monster truck names, like something you would see an independent driver racing, especially X-Motion. I don't know what it is, or X-Motion for real sounds like one that you'd hear of someone using. Or Power Zone Champion sounds like something that an auto parts store, like the Auto Zone Champion or something. I don't know. They do sound like real, like they do sound like they could be realistic trucks. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got for today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video, which by the looks of things is Hot Wheels. So Wednesday. And yeah, that's all. Peace out.